Another day, another news report from the America for All network.
Good evening. This is Debbie Smith reporting for tonight. I don't know about you, but I am completely fed up with Roosh Scumbaugh. A couple of months ago he endorsed the Faithful Remnant, a right-wing extremist group founded by enemies of ours. The next week, he broadcast a report of my mother having an encounter with a married man, her own ex-husband actually, at a motel. A completely harmless act, but Scumbaugh made it look like some terrible scandal. But how good a judge of character is Roosh Scumbaugh? Several years ago, he endorsed Ted Anderson, the former mayor of this town, when Anderson was trying to gain back his office. But he never deserved to be mayor. When he held the office, he had his son George sabotage the town's water supply, causing many people to be sickened by drinking it, and a few people even died from this. So the Andersons committed de facto murder. George went to prison after he attempted an act of arson, and then he repented his past misdeeds and helped get his own father sent to prison after exposing the act of sabotage. Today, George has turned his life around, and his father is serving a long sentence. And Scumbaugh did even worse than that. He also endorsed Ted Wilson, who was presented as a young conservative activist, but he was actually just a hateful, bigoted bully who even as a child sought to make others miserable who did not bow to him. Among other things, Ted Wilson sexually assaulted a girl, Penny Bentley, physically assaulted another girl, Carrie Sims, with a baseball bat, and years later, after being made a cop in this town, threatened both Penny and my brother James, causing Carrie to defend them with her bare hands. You'd think he'd learned from that, but no. He married my cousin Rebecca, had a daughter, Janet, from her, and then murdered Rebecca and blinded Janet. And yet horrible criminals like Ted Anderson and Ted Wilson are seen by Roosh Scumbaugh as upstanding people because they claim to be conservative and Christian. No. This madness must stop. So now, I call upon my audience to strike back at Scumbaugh by writing to the corporations that pay for his TV talk show. Those advertisers should withdraw their commercials from being shown during the time slot for the Roosh Scumbaugh show. Without that corporate support, that show may be cancelled. Let it be so.
Debbie then displays several physical addresses and email addresses of various corporations known to show ads on the Roosh Scumbaugh show.
And now a moment to mention our program's sponsor, HelloFresh. It is the largest meal kit provider in the United States. It was founded in Berlin, Germany, in 2011 and has operations around the world. So if you're disabled and want fresh meals delivered straight to your home, ready to cook, give HelloFresh a try. Check out www.hellofresh.com for details.
Later, in another part of the Smith-Wilson mansion, Olivia Laker is interviewing Elizabeth Leslie.
So you are recording a new solo album? Will it be released under the Lizzie Boarded Up name?
No, don't be silly. I'm in my 70s now, so I can't expect it to do the punk rock music of my teens. This will be a folk album, like what Jewel used to do.
I love folk music. I can't wait to hear the results. It appears you are going to need surgery to deal with the blockages in some of your coronary arteries. A quadruple bypass procedure.
That sounds serious. I hope we can afford the surgery.
Just file a claim with your insurance company. And slow down your physical activities or your chest pain will get worse.
I understand.